What's going on? Welcome back to a vlog. How serious are you about being successful? That's what you have to ask yourself, is how serious are you about being successful? A lot of people say they want things, but their actions don't meet what they want in life. They don't match up with what they want in life. They want to be happy and successful and fit, but they're surrounded by negative people or negative situations, and they're not doing things every single day to better themselves. They're not reading books, they're not learning new things, they're not working out to get better in shape, or they're not doing anything that they need to do to get to where they want to be in life. It's just wishful thinking, right? Oh my god, there's a spider on my camera. Okay, the spider's dead. Sorry about that, Spider Steve. They're not doing anything that they need to do to align their goals with real life results. It's just wishful thinking. So the question is, are you disciplined? How disciplined are you, and how can you better yourself and be more disciplined? If you haven't by now, hit the like button, smash and subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Thank you for 10,000 subscribers. I love you guys, every single one of you. I appreciate you guys so much. It's such a different community than Instagram, and I still can't put it into words why, but YouTube is just such a different community. I feel like it's more personal. Instagram's just like pictures and stories. I don't really post videos on my actual feed. I just post pictures and do a lot of stories of just nonsense of whatever I do in between my few free minutes during the day. But I hope you're enjoying all the content. I thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. I'm looking forward to 100,000 and 500,000 and 1 million subscribers. I love you guys. I'm so grateful that we get to grow this community together. And let's jump into the vlog. How disciplined are you? How disciplined are you for where you want to be in life? Now, does being disciplined mean that you only drink water, you only eat clean food, you read books all day, you're working all day, this, that, the other? Sure, for some people that might be discipline. For some people it might be eating meal preps from Saturday to Sunday, or from Monday to Saturday, sorry. I myself, the way my life looks is I wake up in the morning, I have a routine. I work out in the morning every single day, and then 4 days a week, I work out in the afternoon again. In the morning, I do fasted cardio, so I do intermittent fasting throughout the day from like 8 p.m. until 2 p.m. following day. Reason being is I'm a strong believer in intermittent fasting. I don't think that we should be feeding our body right when we wake up. I also think that it's very good for the body to do fasted cardio, so to be doing cardio while you're fasting. And I go trade, eat, I break my fast, go do my second workout on the days that I do 2 workouts, come back up, work on content. I'm always going non-stop, so I'm very disciplined on things that I have to do and things that better myself. Don't get me wrong, there's days where I don't want to meditate. There's days where I don't want to wake up and do my first workout, or there's days that I don't want to do my second workout and do what I have to do. There's days that I don't want to read. There's days that I don't even want to, not that I don't want to make a video, but like maybe I'm having like a creative block and I just can't think of something, so I'll just sit there and start brainstorming and I'll work through it, right? So just how disciplined are you is going to determine the results that you have in life. And like, you can't be disciplined for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month and expect to start seeing crazy results. Results is a long-term game, right? The way I've always looked at it is, I would hope majority of you or all of you are planning on living a long and fruitful and healthy and abundant life, right? So if say you're in your 20s, you have what, another 60, 70 years, 80 years? I don't know, it depends on when you plan on living till, or whatever your game plan is, but you have a lot of time left and you're gonna be here regardless, right? So you might as well be spending that time bettering yourself and working every single day to be the best version of yourself that you can be. When I started meditating, it was difficult. I still have a few times every week when I meditate that it's still difficult to meditate. It's still difficult to sit there and just stay still and be present in the moment and not be thinking about the things I have to do after I meditate, or the things I was supposed to do before I meditate, or did I do this, the other. It's still difficult. There's still days that are difficult, and it becomes easier overall over time. But just because it becomes easier with discipline, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy, right? It's not always easy to go and pick up a book and read. It's not always easy to get on the computer and edit a video for a few hours and film content and brainstorm in my notes and write drafts as to content that pops. Like the middle of the day, I'll be going somewhere, I'll be going to a meeting or an appointment. Wow, that would be like something really good to talk about in a vlog. I'll write it down, right? And I'll like talk to myself out loud and kind of like talk as if I'm like already creating the vlog, and write it down in my notes as I'm doing that, so that way my brain kind of like pre-programs itself, and it pre-programs into my subconscious, and then when I come to actually film the content, it's already stored in my brain, right? Like I'll go through my notes a few hours before, right before I start the vlog, but it's the things that you do on a daily basis and how disciplined you are is going to determine the results that you get, short term, medium term, and long term. It's that simple. If you're meditating every day, you will eventually become, hopefully the game plan is to become more peaceful and find more peace within yourself and just love yourself more, right? And just be more present in the moment. That's at least the reason why I meditate, is to be unbothered by anything external, to not let anything that's outside of myself bother me, especially things that are out of my control, because it's out of my control. So like me being bothered by it isn't really going to change the result of that thing or what that thing is or whatever's going on, right? Me being upset about it is only gonna ruin my internal peace and how I'm feeling in that moment, and maybe for the rest of the day or the day after that, whatever it is, depending on how long that person and that individual holds on to whatever they're feeling. Even when I do get upset, because there's still things that make me upset, or they annoy me, or whatever the case is, I try to process it very quickly and try to understand what there is to learn from it, and I release it and let it go as quickly as I can. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes a few hours, sometimes somewhere in between. I'll like, if I'm on my way to a meeting or an appointment, I'll literally meditate in the truck while I'm on my way there. I'll put it on my phone on Bluetooth. I sit there, close my eyes, and I meditate on the way there, right? So it just, how disciplined are you? How disciplined are you to work through the hard times? How disciplined are you when your friends want to go out and party, but you know that you haven't done your workout for the day, or you haven't done your meditation for the day, or you haven't journaled for the day, or you haven't done your post-market analysis for the day, or you haven't read an hour for the day, whatever your to-do list is for every single day. How disciplined are you when obstacles come up and present themselves that can distract you from what you need to do? How disciplined are you to, if you do intermittent fasting, to stop eating when you're supposed to and drink a certain amount of water and make sure that you're feeding your body properly while you're eating, and just not eating junk food? How disciplined are you going to the gym every day and making sure that when you're at the gym, or if you're working out at home like I do, that you're giving it 100% while you're working out, and you're present in that moment and giving it 100%? How disciplined are you while you're doing that? How disciplined are you to better your meditation practice, to be able to sit there and be present in the moment? And meditation isn't a practice of quieting your thoughts. If anything, it's a practice of letting your thoughts be your thoughts, but just letting it be like you're sitting on the side of a riverbank and you're just watching, like, pretend like your thoughts are like logs in the water. Like, oh, here comes this thought, okay, there it goes. Like, here comes this thought, there it goes. Here comes this thought, there it goes. Just like let it come and go. Don't hold on to it. Don't think about it. Don't ponder on it for the entire meditation and distract yourself. And then you realize if it was a guided meditation that you weren't even listening to the guide, so on and so forth. Your discipline is going to be a very key to your success in whatever it is in life, or just even in everything in life. Because if you're not disciplined with, for instance, working out to better your health, or you're not disciplined with eating properly, then you're probably not going to be disciplined enough to pick up a book and read a book for half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour a day. Probably not going to be disciplined enough to buy an online course and make sure that you study it every hour, or an hour every day, or half an hour every day, whatever you can do. How disciplined are you to make the time to do things as well, right? Or are you one of those people that it's easier to make an excuse as to why you can't do something instead of making the time to do it? Like, oh, my day's full, I don't have enough time. How much do you sleep a day? 7 to 9 hours. Okay, sleep 6 hours every day, and now you have anywhere from 1 to 3 hours or 1 to 2 hours more every single day to get done stuff that you need to get done, right? So how disciplined are you to, and this is going to tie in, I'm going to create the last one, believe, and this one and a few more next ones. I'm going to call them the success series. It's going to be a few different episodes to it. So this is episode 2, which is obviously on discipline. How disciplined are you to make sure you're eating and following the certain macros when you're working out? Because a lot of people go to the gym and work out and they get discouraged because a few weeks go by or a few months go by and their friends or people that they watch are getting progress, but they may not be. But then what are you doing when you leave? Like, are you leaving the gym and going and getting Tim Hortons and getting a large coffee with 4 milk, 4 sugars, or Starbucks and filling it with sugar? Are you disciplined and you cut out all artificial sugar and you cut out as much junk food as possible, and maybe you only have one cheat day a week? Like, when I started losing weight, I had to be super disciplined because I had a shitload of weight I had to lose. So what did I do? I did not eat junk food for 4 months. For literally the first 4 months, not one time did I eat junk food. I didn't eat one cookie. I didn't eat one donut. I didn't have anything with artificial sugar. If I had a coffee, it was black coffee. I didn't have any alcohol. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't do anything. I was not doing absolutely anything that was not positive and part of my macros and my nutrition that I needed to do to be able to get to where I wanted to be, right? I had to be disciplined. And then after 4 months, once I started seeing good results and I was losing a substantial amount of weight over time, I started introducing, like, I'd have like a cookie or 2 a week, or I'd have like one cheat meal at the end of every week. And when I mean a cheat meal, I don't mean like going binge eat McDonald's. I mean like I would maybe have a shawarma, or I would have a slice of pizza and some fries, or whatever the case is. It doesn't mean that I would go and binge eat 4,000 calories worth and throw away 2 or 3 days worth of progress from my workouts, right? But it's also being disciplined even when you are giving yourself some slack. Today was a bank holiday. It was probably the first bank holiday that I've ever slept past my alarm clock. It was, I don't think I've ever not, I'll sit in front of the charts and I'll just analyze what it did in that morning, and I'll try to predict what it's going to do when the market opens back up in the afternoon, right? But you know what? It's been 7 years now, and I can truthfully say that this is probably the only bank holiday that I have not been on the computer yet. Why? Because I know that tonight I'm going to get on the computer. Tomorrow I'm going to get on the computer in the morning, and I'm going to be on the computer the whole day. The next day I'm going to be doing the same thing. Friday, Thursday, the weekend. I work on the weekends, right? I worked yesterday. I worked on Saturday. I'm always doing work. I'm never not doing anything. So like me sleeping past market open this morning while the market was open, because it was open for a few hours before it closed early for the bank holiday. I'm disciplined enough to be able to give myself that little bit of break, right? But it's also 7 years in. It's not, okay, I watch the charts for a week, so now I'm gonna go and take a full day off, and I'm gonna get fucked up on Sunday night because Monday's a holiday, and then Monday I'm gonna go drinking, and then I'm gonna feel it for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm probably not gonna be back to 100% until Friday, right? So it's, how disciplined are you every single day? How disciplined are you even when you do give yourself some leeway? And how disciplined are you to not get distracted by people, places, or things that aren't benefiting your future and where you want to get to in life, what your goals are, and how, and distracting you from the discipline that you need to have to be able to get to where you want to be in life. I hope you enjoyed episode 2 of the Success series. I love you guys. I will see you on the next episode. Peace out.